It's OpenSearch's second birthday, right?
It's wild. It's
Yeah.
wild. Time flies. Time.
How do you feel on OpenSearch's second birthday, Eli?
Honestly, I mean, I'm really excited. There's just been so much progress. Like we've got over 65 partners, now with the project. The growth has been unbelievable. I've worked on open source projects before, but this is really the first one I've worked on that has seen this kind of growth. And still, I can see that the ceiling's far away, which is, for me, it's unprecedented. I really haven't had the opportunity to be part of something that has that mix of fast growth and really high potential. I mean, how many projects do people get to work on that go from 0 to 250 million downloads in 2 years? Yeah. It's just, it's not that common, and it's amazing, and it's just really fun to be here and be part of this thing.
So why and how did this happen? Like, just reflecting back on our second birthday, what happened? The momentum was tremendous, and it's palpable, and you can feel it in markets. So why did that happen?
I think what we saw really quickly was that this was something that many people wanted to see be successful. It wasn't just one organization that was pursuing this, making this successful. There's a community of individual developers, organizations, businesses that all really quickly jumped on board and have been stewarding this project and making it happen. And I think at the same time, the leadership of the project and the active voices in the community have done a really good job pushing the project to include more and more community members as they participate. And so I think what we've seen is that a lot of people want to see this be successful, and they're all rolling up their sleeves and working on it to make it successful.
When you look forward to birthday number 3, what does this baby look like on its 3rd birthday?
So I always think of these things in 2 parts. There's what's going to continue to be the same and what's going to look really different. So let's talk about what I think will be the same first. I think that we'll continue to see more and more businesses and partners emerge around this project and bet on this project. Right now, there's several vendors that offer this as a managed service. There's several vendors that are embedding this within their products, and OpenSearch is available across all the major cloud providers because there are so many people who are building their businesses around this project. And they're not only building their business around it, they're participating in the community, helping drive it forward. So it's just super exciting. And I think we'll see more of that to come. I think with that will come more adoption and all those great things too. I also think that the project over time has done a good job in opening up and bringing on more community members in more leadership roles as they've become more active in the project. We see this with maintainers from multiple organizations taking a role on various repos within the project, be it in clients, be it in OpenSearch core. And I think we'll see more of that because more people who are using this are becoming more and more active. And I think the people who are acting as leaders within the project are going to do what they can to welcome more and more of these folks. So I'm really excited. I think these things will continue to be true. What I think is going to be different is I think that we're going to see OpenSearch used in new ways and really be part of some of the emerging trends that we're seeing in the broader technology industry. So this whole AI, Gen AI, explosion that's happened this past year is really amazing to see. It's it's a really big change in how the industry is viewing what AI can bring to other businesses and how it can be embedded into solutions that individuals are trying to build for the problems that they have. And OpenSearch has a lot of it already has vector database capabilities. It can act as a backend for a lot of these machine learning technologies, but it also has a bunch of other things like analytics capabilities, text search capabilities, things that we're seeing businesses who are choosing OpenSearch as their vector database are picking it for beyond just the vector database capabilities. And I think because of that, we're seeing OpenSearch, be in the mix of these backend technologies that people are picking. And with that, we'll see our existing use cases become much more powerful, much more able to solve the problems that customers and community members and businesses are picking them for. Things like observability, things like search, things like security analytics. At the same time, I think that we're going to see a bunch of new use cases emerge around OpenSearch as the industry figures out, what are the things that AI, ML are going to be able to help solve. So I'm really, really excited for year 3 to see sort of how we continue to grow on the things that are the foundation of the success of the project, but also how we welcome more community members in and how we help this project address a broader set of users that I don't think we would have expected at the start of the year.
An interesting thing happened in 2023 regarding AI and ML models. They sort of became public information. AI and ML accessibility via a text-based ML engine that you can use a search bar to activate is a new thing for consumers and people who know nothing about code or AI or ML. And you can ask it a fine-grained question or tell it to create a 5-paragraph essay or tell it to build your resume based on your LinkedIn profile or any other number of things, right? So I guess my question is, if we've activated scripters and consumers to that level to be able to access AI and ML, what is the OpenSearch community going to do to make those functions and those use cases activate just as easily in OpenSearch?
I mean, we're already seeing it happen, right? We've got integrations with LangChain, we've got integrations with Flowise. There's a bunch of tooling that is popping up to help the scripters and the developers who are trying to integrate these AI ML solutions into their own applications emerge. And what's awesome is that OpenSearch is in the center of those options that are available for vector databases or for search backends. And so that I think that we're already seeing that trend happen. Now, what I think will happen over the next year is we will see the OpenSearch community and people working on the project try to make that even easier and better in the project itself. I think that will come in the way of making sure OpenSearch is working with all of the clients and tools that are out there that are helping users solve these types of problems. I also think it's going to be helping streamline and simplify defining workflows inside of OpenSearch. So we're already seeing this with things like search pipelines. The Neural plugin does this. If you aren't familiar, the way that works is it takes as data is coming in, it basically automates the process of sending the documents to the machine learning model, getting the embedding, storing it, and then on the query end, doing the same thing where it takes the query text, sends it to the model to get an embedding, and then doing the search. So like we're seeing this already happen, and I think there's more to come from the community in making OpenSearch both simpler and more flexible. And that will help people go on that journey of simple getting started all the way to, hey, I need to fine tune this deployment to my specific application. And I think that's kind of the beauty of OpenSearch, is it can offer that journey to its users.
Okay, last question. As somebody who was here when OpenSearch was born, and now we're celebrating the second birthday, what do you want to make sure that the community and that the OpenSearch team needs to know?
Ultimately, the success of the project is all you. People like me, like all I do is I help connect the dots, have conversations with folks, and point people in the right direction. But the boots on the grounds that are actually writing the code, writing the requirements, working with the community to identify the next set of capabilities we need to build. Heck, drawing the designs themselves so that we have, the UX evolving. It's all of you that are really making this thing happen.
Thanks, Eli. Appreciate your time.
Likewise. Thanks, Daryll.